Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is your third quarterfinal here. We do have the team of Yasis, which is Lately, and Nexus, and of course the TikTok Sims, which is Distroit and Damz. So, quarterfinal 3's underway. Tools, break it down for us.
We could basically call them OG and call them Energy Esports. So let's just see how that goes. As you can see by their tag, and these, I don't know how I can predict this because these two teams, in my opinion, are similar level skill-wise. They're at a similar level compared to the other matchup we saw. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's gonna be a cracker. It's your third quarterfinal of this Redbull flick. Let's get it going. Lacely already opening up this game with the frag. Damz trade, a swift trade at that. The Molotovs already coming into play. I like utility goals. I like it.
Yeah, we didn't see much util. Just to see the start of it. Starting off well is always good, but ooh, side of Energy are able to raise that flag. Take first flag, Tools.
Take first flag. Only 1 second though, as you can see, that's very hard for them to actually get onto the site for a long period of time. Yeah, Omnius already coming back forth with the strong answer. 41 seconds, 42 seconds at that. Lately taking high ground there with the AK-47. Eventually taking care of Damz, eventually, and his taps are coming swift. His taps working out. Man, it's surgical aim from Lately. God damn!
We saw Panda just abusing this area early, allowing his teammate just so much room and space, and again, delivers there, does Lately. Buys quite a bit of time, they're already on 34 seconds.
He knows exactly where to pre-aim next. I mean, he mollies the one spot he could be, and pre-aims the other, but he gets taken out by Distroit in the Nexus high ground. He's doing his iteration, his impression of Panda. Damz eventually gets him to his knees lately. His aim is swift. He's sitting on 14 kills, the most kills so far, so we could be looking at him to actually pull through for OG. Energy Esports so far, they're down 2 seconds.
Yep, pretty tight, neck and neck. Nexus looking for that higher ground, but gets taken out, and oh, can see Distroit here raising the flag, goes into the lead as well as he shaves just seconds. Both players on the side here, holding it down. That molly is going to come close. It does.
Fire burns goals, fire burns, and it's such an important spot to put it down. Now let's see what Energy Esports can do. They're sitting on 27 seconds so far. They're in the lead to take this first round win. 26 seconds. Distroit sitting in such a lack of spots over here. He's facing some danger. Eventually gets taken up by Lately. Like I said, his aim is out. His aim is out.
Raise the flag there for his team. They are on the chase at the moment, but not able to hold it. Distroit deals with him. He's got that higher ground position. He's going to look for all these spawn frags. Lately deals with him though.
30 seconds left. Energy Esports looking quite strong over here so far. 10
Molly's
seconds.
not enough.
8 seconds, 7 seconds gold. What can they do about this? Eventually coming through Lately with that surgical aim, but you know, the objectives are more important than that. I'd say objectives are more important than the kills you're getting on the scoreboard there. Distroit from high ground. He is on low HP, and the org is thought it was going to work out for him, but he just, I'm not just sure if you can see the zoom on the orb. No one's using it so far. The A1 doesn't work out for Distroit lately. Already on the site with Nexus over here. Distroit doing his best at the moment to try defend, try move on to that side. He's posting high ground at the moment. Quite in a nice spot here. This A1 again. The recoil is quite easy to use, so you can get those little short bursts, those quick kills.
Just over 1 second left.
1 second, 1.9 second left. Oh man, 23 seconds for OG. This is hard. This is tough. They're gonna need a lot of help coming up. They need a big push here to take the timer, to take this round, take this flag goals. Can't even get into the side so far. Nexus defending from high ground.
This is their chance.
Distroit is moving in quite hot and strong. Oh man, lately he's doing the Lord's work defending that side like it's his home.
Yep, he just needs that teammate support. Lately starting to get pressure. He deals with the one threat, still holds the flag, but gets taken out. Brings them down to 10. There's a little bit of room there to work with, but Distroit heading towards that side, steals the flag. Lately he's on there to secure it though, so no player can get the flag up, and now Lately knows his friend on the side, but that gives it to Distroit, and he's able to clutch it out. Only 1 second left, and they take round one.
Tough round indeed. You can see how tenuous that was. It got a bit close, 10 seconds as opposed to the 0. All right, you could say the next round could pretty much be the same if things don't change. Both teams are using the utility quite well. The Molotov more so than the smoke grenade high ground being coming into effect quite nicely. Distroit picking up 2 kills there.
Yeah, that allows Damz to draw up first flag, putting a good little 5-second run here. Could turn it into something more. They should be aware that he's in this corner. They are pre-firing, so they are aware now. They're going to hunt Damz down. He deals with one player, Distroit, manages to trade it out as well, and they're going to gain that ground again. They're going to be able to raise the flag even further. Nice, 15 seconds almost off the clock. He does move off the side briefly. That kind of resets the flag itself, so again, a commanding lead here, taken by the boys from Energy Esports. OG need to make some ground, get onto that site, so they do. Raise the flag here. And now, Damz gets there as well. Raises the flag from the tees again, and you can see both of these teams just abusing that corner position. It comes down to how much cover fire Distroit can provide for Damz here. OG, they make a move, they commit, they get rid of the threat. Still unable to get onto the platform though.
God, lately, he's doing his best at the moment. He's not sitting too pretty at the moment. 44 timer as opposed to 25. Energy Esports coming in strongly. They've already taken the first round and they're looking to take the second. Nexus coming through with that A4, M4, A4. Finally raising the flag for themselves. Finally giving them a chance in the second round. But Energy Esports coming through once again. No one sat on the side for longer than 20 seconds in the last, well, this round so far. So see the focus, the precision coming through from Damz with this A1 tappity taps, catches lately midair. Oh, that spray control betrays him, especially at that long distance. You kind of need it tap, so you need that get right spray control for that. 20 seconds in the ball for Energy Esports. They're doing quite well to take the second round here. Can they get onto the side? That's the answer. That needs to be ticked off here lately. Gonna sit in that spot he's been so comfortable at quite usually. Finally, 40 seconds on the clock, but as soon as he gets taken out, 30 seconds, that's Nexus on the side, so at least put the both on the side to make second standoff.
Yeah, and you can just see that strategy there. Distroit not really concerned with anything else than pausing that timer, and it allows his teammate to come in and support. Now he's just shaving even additional seconds off the clock. Decides to reposition here, deals with the threat, raises the flag as well, and Distroit is definitely going huge here, gets the double frag, changes his position into the corner, and the clock is ticking tools. There's not much left. Lately forced to pressure onto the side, but Distroit gets taken out.
1.3 seconds on the clock as he gets taken out, but I'm afraid it's a bit too late here. 37 seconds, you'd need something short of a miracle here, goals.
Yeah, it looks like he's already got into the corner again, and textbook stuff you would say after looking at this map, and they pull another round, and so, as they are called, the TikTok Sims, they take the round, and 2-0 are now tools.
I mean, I recently got TikTok, and man, such a dark hole. Such a dark hole. But this is the third round of this best of 5. Energy Esports looking quite strong here with 2-0 on the board. What do OG have to say about this? Kills already been traded back and forth by both teams. No one on the side just yet. Still 45 seconds apiece, and the flag finally raised by the TikTok Sims, by Energy Esports. Lately finally back to that high ground spot. Damz takes them out. And not much room to hide when both of teamies are at high ground. 40 seconds on the clock. Energy Strike with 5 seconds of their own. Lately back to his home ground, back to, I'd say, the most OP spot on this map.
Yep, definitely. But you gotta be able to support your teammate that moves towards the side. If you gotta stuck out there, even though you're getting all the frags, it doesn't really mean that much of a difference. And do see lately deals again with the pressure. This allows Nexus to get onto the side, so he's doing work. This is shaving off seconds. They're gonna bring it almost to a draw.
Almost to a draw indeed, and that's 40 seconds posted 41 lately. He's gonna move on to that side, deleting Damz off that spot. High ground doesn't really work out much. Distroit getting destroyed by Nexus, and he's sitting in quite a nice spot here. Although the flag hasn't been raised yet, someone is there with him. Finally, 36 seconds, 35. Not much time taken away from them. But again, you gotta shave all 5 seconds at a time. Finally, a smoke put onto that side for Damz to move in, hide, potentially buy 10 seconds for him, for his teammate. Pivoting around there, you must move around and smoke like fish in water, goals.
Read it. He wasn't able to do just that. Instead, Nexus just gets onto the side chair and steals the frags. They're not aware of his position. I'm sure they're assuming he is in the corner. They have cleared the Destroy gets the frag, clears up the side, but does seem to be OG that have taken the lead here, and that main clock is ticking down. Only 50 seconds left, so as things stand, players in the lead will take that round point, and it's a point that OG needs to stay into this map if they want to contest it further. But right now, frags back and forth, and The timer is ticking down, Jules.
Time is ticking down indeed. OG doing their best, 27 seconds as opposed to the 39 from Energy Esports. They haven't really got an opportunity in the last 20 seconds to actually move onto the side, getting deleted on their trot, on their rain, mostly due to the high ground. There's 40 seconds left on the clock. When you add everything together, it's going to go down to the wire.
It is indeed, but right now, the gents from OG putting themselves in a really advantageous position, and lately it's just delivering headshot after headshot here with the AK-47.
His aim is nuts. I must give it to him. He's got good aim. He knows how to shoot. He's got it. He's got it. But what's more important is the objectives, and they got that too. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Nexus sitting in such an important spot here with the smoke, so very hard to dig him up. But 2 players on the side here. And standoff once again. He needs to remove him off, but he's such low HP. Damn, eventually puts him to his demise. 30 seconds on the clock for Energy Esports. Finally, Damz doing his best impressions of an elusive, sitting in that corner, surviving the most he can. All right, nice headshot, but it's not enough. Lately, high ground takes them off. Distroit needs to come through for his teammates over here. Needs to sit on that side. Damz finally gets on there, but for how long? 22 seconds. Needs to shave off 10. 21 seconds overall left for these two teams to fight for.
Yep, another few seconds, they've got no chance to win it, but just in time does Distroit get hold of the sights, and they are back in it here. He raises the flag once again, so if they bring this below 12, it's suddenly going to become a close affair. He needs to stay alive. He has to reset. No!
Taken out from the side. And there's 12 seconds left. They need to buy 4 seconds.
Oh my god!
4 seconds separates these two teams.
This is sights.
Back the side shot. 15 seconds, 9.1 on the clock, 15 seconds, and 11 seconds for the two teams. And the 7 seconds left on the clock. They need 4. They need 4
They can still
goals.
do it. They can. No!
There's 4.8.
I think that's it.
That is it indeed. I was tired.
That was crazy, man.
That's the first round for OG, so
what a way to take it back. Crazy fashion. Yeah, they managed to come right back in the end and obviously just start taking those heads up Jules and just wasting that clock down, and they ultimately just starve all the clock from their from their opponents. So beautiful little play there, but they're back in at 2-1 now as we started to round 4.
2-1 indeed.
First flag is going to go the way of Energy Esports here.
Distroit sitting on the highest kill feed at the moment with 64. Next to him is lately with 63. Nexus and 49, 55 on Damz. Oh, Distroit. I guess he's taking an unusual pathing. I haven't really seen that pathing so far. Maybe I haven't expected it, but it seems to be the only way to clear out a guy in that nook and cranny over there. You can hide him without utility pointed down. So far, both teams are tied. In fact, Energy Esports just took the lead at 27 seconds on the clock, 26. OG sitting with 32. Raised the flag finally from Energy Esports, looking to claw the way back into this round with 30 seconds on the board, 8 seconds apart from Energy Esports. So the game is kind of tight at the moment, looking to go down to the wire perhaps. OG seem to have something to say about that. They have the most kills at the moment. In fact, they're tied at the moment right now. Kills aren't really what matters the most, it's the flag, but it's nice to have the most kills on the board, on the server. It's a good way to assert dominance.
But Distroit holding strong there, gets quite a few seconds down there, 17-30 now, and pressure starting to mount on OG. They need to get the hold of that flag, they need to get on that platform and get that defense going. You can see Nexus able to get onto the corner, but instantly they respond to Energy Esports, get hold of the corner. It stops any sort of countdown timer to happen. They should both be aware that they're still on the site, and Nexus holds it. This is their chance to catch up. This is their time to... They stop the clock now. Can they deal with him though? Nexus making himself huge, but it's the CTs that respond with the flag raise of their own, and they are counting down the timer.
2 big kills coming from Damz over there, and he's there. He's holding it. There's 8 seconds on the clock, and I think he's done enough so far to keep them in it, to keep them in the lead. So the ball's in OG's court at the moment. They're in the chase. 15 seconds. They're doing quite well with this chase, actually. They're almost caught up, 7 seconds apart, but now it's the time for Energy Esports just to bunk it down on this side. Damz is going to be covering, but unfortunately, he wasn't there at the right time, the right place to cover. Distroit in that side. He's sitting high ground. He needs to land these shots here for them to stay in at 2.7 seconds. I'm afraid it's a little too late for OG. Again, it's short of a miracle for them to come through over here. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10. They're doing it, goals. 8, 7. Oh, it's so
Oh, that's the frag that mattered.
Destroyed. Yeah. Good aim can help you out in those situations, but that is GG. That is the first map taken from Energy Esports in this best of 3. They did it quite well. I'd say. Lately, quite impressive with those shots, but the teamwork comes through from Energy Esports. Works out quite nicely, and they take this map quite convincingly, 3-1 apiece.
Yeah, good showing coming out of in there. Just steal it in the end, and they do claim that first map. But again, couldn't be tighter. Both these teams, I think, taking a lot more of aim-intensive duels there, but you could just see those corners getting abused, and ultimately it just looked like Destroit was the better abuser.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I feel the usage coming out of Energy was a lot better. The smoke placements, the Molotovs here and there lately also had a good few placements of especially the Molly, to cut off the 2 only spots you can hide in. Nexus, once again, was doing a lot of the covering from time to time. But then most of the time you're spent holding that flag. It seems like the roles have been established lately. The guy defending and the guy capturing the flag is Nexus. Same thing for... Yeah, I'd say the same thing for Energy Esports at the same token. Distroit just covering Damz moving into the side. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Now I'm moving to Himalaya goals. Moving to Himalaya. This is based on pistols, based on utility. This is a shotgun to work with. Less obstacles and less map architecture to work with. It's kind of straightforward. 3 choke points. Is the smokes work with what we saw previously was smokes being poured off in certain choke points just to make it a bit easier to defend this site. But I put the shotgun was pretty much underrated in my opinion and underused, and we're going to see that being used a lot more often. Adaru, the other player, he actually came in big, winning their team the map with that shotty, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, utility spawns every 20 seconds, if you didn't know, so you can sort of use that to sort of network how you want to go out your pathing in the rounds, whether you want to go over cut-off rotations or directly go straight to the bomb site.
Yeah, we did see the Tech 9 being the favored weapon of choice earlier. Does look like we're counting down your tools. This will start. I really do enjoy this map. It's close quarters combat, chaos all the way. There's obviously advantages, disadvantages if you want to stick together, kind of swarm the sites, or if you take it from multiple directions. And of course, it depends how you defend the site, and that's predominantly by that electric box, by that default box. And let's just see what these teams have in store for us.
Indeed. What parking can we go? I was about to say, which park? Damn, it's just deletes his own teammate. But it's okay. It doesn't really matter in the grand scale. He needs to take the site, so he made up for his shortcomings there. Lately, takes him out. Yeah, gets the site, so he's the first to strike the flag. 40 seconds as opposed to the 44 from Energy Esports. And again, there's Tech 9. No one's picked up the smokes yet. No shotguns yet. It's hard because you can't really say this is the T entrance, this is the CT entrance, because the rotations are so quick to either, right? You can just loot from underground here. That's it. From lately. God damn, that's beast performance coming out of him so far, and that's another headshot coming from him. Pizza 50 from Distroit finally takes him out, and Nexus does get the trade eventually, but look at his back, already there lately, coming with that Tech 9 once again. No one's picking up the utility. We haven't seen that so far. Just focusing on the headshots, which is okay. This is important. It's getting onto that side, holding it ultimately is what you want.
Oh, huge dig there. Nexus gets support as well. He holds down the side. That's so much time off the clock, and now he starts swarming the sides. His Energy Esports, they do need to get on that side. He pushes through the smoke, but gets taken out. The clock is still ticking. CT is taking a commanding lead here.
Oh, this is quite a brutal battle. You have a war of attrition in this side, and no one's really able to hold the flag. So actually, I lied.
That's the last
2.4 seconds for OG. How they've been able to hold the flag for so long without a response, without a rebuttal. The shotgun, it does its best, but it's not enough for the Tech 9 lately, and that is all she wrote. They take the first round quite convincingly at that. 27 seconds to spare even in the form from Energy Esports. So Tech 9's from lately, he's already sitting on 10 kills. So he's putting up big numbers, goals, big numbers.
Yeah, definitely doing most of the work here. It's got that support role. It's kind of mixed to a carry hybrid, if you want to call it, but back to the game here. It looks like Energy will start this round a little bit better. Counting down the time, already got quite a few seconds here. Beautiful nade. Oh, shotgun doesn't do him any justice at all.
It's the problem with the shotgun. You got to land that first headshot, otherwise it's going to take a bit longer than a takedown to kill you. But yeah, they're doing quite well so far, sitting with the 30 seconds on the clock as opposed to the 40. So far so good. They can maybe claim this round if things don't really change in the next few seconds. Flag finally being raised from OG, from Omnius lately. Sticking with that tech now. Nexus coming through with the P250 shot. Just defending, just holding off those choke points at least. They got quite a good setup. But I said they had quite a good setup to hold that bomb for a certain amount of time before it gets taken out. 20 seconds on the board for these esports. They are looking like they're going to take this round. The kills are going in the favor so far. 17 seconds for them. They're basically halfway ahead from OG. Distroit's Tech 9 is pretty nutty at the moment.
Quite a commanding lead. If Damz could just hang on here, they do manage to get onto the sides, but the time is still ticking. So little to work with now. And now the T's are moving into the side. They do have it.
Big kill.
And that should be all.
Oh, that is 1-1 apiece. And yeah, game of two halves, you would say. 35 seconds. If you take it overall, I think Energy Esports should be in the lead. Look
at the scores. Let's just call it dead even. The rounds are even if you look at the kills. 17-10 apiece, 17-10 apiece. So this is as close as it gets, folks.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is a best of 3.
Nope. Well, first 5. Well, best of 5. First 3 rounds.
Yep. Nexus just holding strong, getting flanked eventually by Distroit over there. Like I said, there's 3 choke points. It's very hard to cover all 3. Damz doing his best, but Nexus eventually gets them out. They're going to pick up the tech now lately. P250 on Nexus. How do they defend this? They need to land their headshots, and eventually they do.
That's a hold.
Eventually they do. And I think it's going to be a big hold. They're sitting on it's 10 seconds so far from this specific hold. 39 seconds left on the board from Energy Esports. 25 for OG so far.
This is a huge round. They've just held this for so long.
It feels like it's quite frequent. It's happening quite a lot. First round the same, second round the same. One team holds it longer than the other. It's not really coming down to narrow ends like the previous matchups we've had.
Yeah, you can just see it's like they've postured themselves in the sights, but they just try and go or elect to take these aggressive duels. And right now, it's definitely favoring the side of OG. Look at how aggressive late he gets. He stops him from even getting to the sights, and it pushes pressure. Look how much Distroit has to move onto the sights, and he's all alone. His friend isn't in position yet. Finally, the CTs bounce back and raise that flag. They need a long run of their own here if they want to stay in this, but no, denied here by OG. They raise the flag again. They know that the pressure's on. Countdown is going. It's up to Nexus. Oh, Energy get a breather.
Distroit finally takes them out, and so you need to take now. You need to take now. 30. There's so many bullets you have with that gun. Headshot potential, the accuracy. It just feels like the OP gun. You know, the P250 can come in handy, but this hold is coming strong. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. If they go all the way here, it'll be pretty impressive for me. Goals, 8 seconds to the board, 7 seconds. Can they take this round? Distroit comes in for the trade. He needs to survive. 2 seconds,
oh
1 second.
He gets taken out.
0.16 seconds on the board.
Late
3 seconds. Oh, Distroit.
He's hiding. It's not even over. 0.8. He raises the flag. Oh my god. He does it. They win. Energy take it. Oh my god.
It's tight.
That's the closest it gets. It's like the scores were actually dead even there. It was insane. It was 0.6 seconds difference. That was so tight, and I was about to commend the strategy there, and kind of spoke about the CTs and how different theirs was, but straight into the next round here, as Energy Esports steal that away from OG. That's such a good run, but
it was the closest run we've actually had, the closest round and run. Looking, it came down to point something second. Nexus is able to get into the side, raise the flag for OG. They are at a deficit of 2 seconds so far. Damz doing his best to get into that side. Now needs to just defend the choke points while his teammate lately is on the side. Doesn't really work out for him.
Aggressive duels here from Damz, and it's clearing up. It's allowing Distroit just to camp on the box and happily support whenever he's able. He does occasionally look for the peak on ramp. This time doesn't deal with the threat though.
I like how he does it because you kind of just forcing 2 1-on-1 engagements. So one has to hold the other, one has to hold the other, as a comparison to the 3 choke points if they're both into the site, if you get what I'm saying over there. He's cutting off the rotations while the other holds the one and only choke point the CT can come from, or better yet, the opposition. But so far, so good for Energy Esports. 25 seconds on the clock. Oh man, there's just so many opponents getting shot from every angle here, from the takedown, from the P250. Nexus was in trouble.
But Damz is doing so much work here, delaying them getting in the site. It's just allowing Distroit to shave seconds off the clock there. Eventually stop it at 13 though. OG back on the site, they've got the flag, but instantly removed.
Moved him being destroyed. It seems like he's sitting at this. I'm like, what did I call it? I called
Default,
it a certain
that's
box.
the default.
I call it default box. It seems to be the strongest box. The headshot angle, and you can just pivot between 2 choke points. How does shotgun get that kill from that range? Fair enough, fair enough. You gotta get closer to the choke point Nexus. Shotgun betrays them. 20 seconds on the clock for OG. 8 seconds on the clock for Energy Esports. They're very close to closing up this map. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. The shotgun from Distroit. The shotgun from the man demands comes through eventually, and they take this map.